Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Monday. This is a daily message it's just a message that you might want to see on Monday. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's happening on Monday, but it could be. These are very general in nature, and although specific situations turn up, which may or may not be for you, there's a whole lot in here going on because these are just energies that want to be told to you, Sag. My name is Heidi, and if you're looking for personal readings, you can check that out in the description box. I'm so grateful to the growth of this channel and people who keep coming. I find that the daily message just really kind of tends to be a little bit of a heads up and maybe even some inspiration. I certainly hope so. I'm having to do this early, like I said in my last reading, because there's stuff going on in the house tomorrow. So that's like the kind of tricky thing about a home office. Yes, Sag. So, you know, I'm really feeling, Sagittarius, like obstacles are a central theme right now, and that doesn't mean that like problems. What it means is you're trying to get somewhere and trying to jump over what's in your way, trying to remove what's in your way. Maybe which is very positive because that means you're doing the work, and maybe it's kind of hard to recognize. And while you may not be where you want to be, you're getting there, and you're getting there because you're paying attention, to be honest. And I do feel like, because Sagittarius is usually optimistic, right? We don't have trouble, you know we don't even have trouble with obstacles. We tend to know that things will work out when they're supposed to work out, right? But that often seems very difficult for others, in my opinion. So I think about that with you, and it's like you have confidence. You believe that obstacles will be overcome. You believe that you will get where you're meant to go. It almost feels like other people, because power is reversed. Like, believe that you are greater than any obstacle. Like, it feels like people might be, I'm trying to put this into words. It's like affecting your ability to have confidence that things will work out. Okay? Because you're showing confidence out the gate. And but it may be challenging. Maybe it's challenging to have confidence that things will work out. I'll show you why in a second, why people seem to be, central theming in here. And it's really because, like, there's going to, Spirit wants you to focus on everything, not just the obvious details. Because what they're really telling you is that there is going to be unusual ways for you to overcome obstacles. So you really need to stay confident that it's possible, even if you can't see it. Even if you can't see it, right? And it's more energy for you to stay optimistic that the problems will end, right? Key point, grasp the key to the problem. Like, don't get so caught up in feeling like things will never end that you miss details, because there's definitely something here, and it could be a way in which to overcome obstacles that you hadn't considered and that might not be obvious. And so you really want to pay attention to that. And we're seeing like focus more about obstacles in your focus. Overcoming obstacles, and love your journey, and avoid toxic people. Because I feel I feel like you have to really stay on your path. And in order to do that, you can't surround yourself with naysayers. You can't surround yourself with people who bring you down, you know? It's telling you, yeah, maybe you're not where where you want to be, but we're always where we're supposed to be. And to just, know that things will work out and kind of love your life every minute, right? Love your journey. Be open to the idea of loving you. And I feel like, it will be necessary, just avoiding toxic people, Saj, because I feel like they're going to be right in your face. Really do. Underneath the deck is a situation that's coming. A fresh start that's coming. It's a cooperative energy that's really good for you in terms of this could be about work, the chance to work with people who really value what you bring to the table, or this could just be people. I mean, but this is a fresh start for you, and this is 333. This is being supported. And we did see this earlier. Really connecting with people who really get you and support you, whether that's in work or life, right? Underneath the deck was release expectations. Don't be focused on outcomes. Like, don't be focused on how much you have or how much you don't have. Remove the doubts that things will get better. And F being nice, Sag. That's interesting. Because it's really telling you to be protective of your energy. Really. Because I do feel like there's people around you possibly bringing you down. I really do. Like, I feel it so much, Sag. I feel like you're in this energy with the Knight of Cups. Like, you want to be excited about things. You want to be, dream about the future and focus on what's good, right? What feels like love to you. Making your dreams come true. And then there's the Four of Cups, man. The Four of Cups, this is about emotions. This is about thinking about what didn't work out. It could just be like you're moving past that and moving full steam into things that you do actually love, right? And with the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, I do really feel like there is an opportunity coming. This might be a work opportunity, Sag. Or it could just be a message that really makes you feel good. It feels like difficult conversations are coming in now. Six of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. I feel, Sag, there's difficult conversations coming in, which kind of may be reminding you of what you've lost, or it represents loss in some way, and where you're trying to stay hopeful. And it could be that you thought like a different outcome was going to come out of this. It just feels like a really difficult conversation that is way too focused on the negative. And that may be why you need to avoid toxic people. And the takeaway here is, no matter what, do what's good for you, Sag. Do what's good for you in terms of what you value and how you're wanting to level up. If it, and it really, it just feels like people trying to bring you down. Like, look at this, the Five of Cups, the Chariot, the Strength card, and the Star. It's like you want to talk about good things and you keep trying, right? But it's like maybe people are talking to you about their problems or their sadness, or what they're going through or what's difficult for them, right? And you're trying to be gentle with these people. You are, but, at the same time, you have to keep your own healing and your own the Star. Your own joy alive. And so I'm just feeling like, Sag, a real need to protect your energy. And it's really interesting how this can happen. Because you could be feeling really good about things, focusing more on things you love, and then people come in with their problems or with what's bothering them. And, you want to be nice, right? You want to be compassionate because we're always looking to help others. But it's kind of, maybe you decided that you were going to think positive about things, not going to see problems in things. And it's like they won't stay away from you. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. The Hangman is here with the King of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the World. I mean, this is about you may be changing in terms of being there for people. I'm not saying don't be there for anyone, right? But you're trying to be more excited about life and new opportunities and making moves towards new opportunities, right? It could be also that opportunities you thought weren't good, all of a sudden you're seeing them in a new light. But I actually feel, yeah, like people, you may have to be very wary about being there for people. Like, I remember one time, because I've always been here, the empathetic one, here to hear everyone's problems, and a friend had said to me, Heidi, you can't save everyone. Because I had been so overwhelmed, just so weighed down by people discussing their problems with me. And so you have to know, Sag, when to pull it back, and you're being called to boundaries, because what winds up happening is this can put you in your head. This could create bad feelings within you. And I feel like this is definitely a change for you in terms of taking on other people's crap. It's not even their crap, I don't want to say it like that, but I feel like you're figuring out when to keep to yourself, when to say, I love you, but I can't right now. I can't right now. Because you're needing to, not be focused on these obstacles. It's like, it's almost like listening to other people's problems just remind you of your problems sometimes. And it is about taking on too much. And I really feel like this is about being there for people. It could, you need to create a boundary. You need to, sometimes that can look like too, well, I'm only going to listen to one person today. Or as soon as, people telling me about their problems starts to make me feel some kind of way or interfere with how I'm feeling or affects my mood, I'm just going to back up, because I feel like this is happening, Sag. I don't know how to explain it any better. I mean, it's kind of like you're trying to deal with your own stuff and feel good about it and focus on feeling good. And then people come in with their problems and that just reminds you of that. And so you may need to pull your energy back somewhat. You may need to, Sag. Yup. Sagittarius. Because, you want to be happy. You're being called to be happy and focus on opportunities that are coming. Not be caught up in problems. And sometimes we have to. We really have to know when to say, no, and, I really can't right now. I really can't right now, and you don't have to tell them why. You don't have to say, this is because I want to feel good and you're bringing me down. But you have to be mindful of that happening and creating boundaries within it. Because if you don't, it creates a blockage for you. Okay? It creates a blockage for you, Sag. So let's see, what are the spirit guides saying? What are the spirit guides saying to Sagittarius? What are the spirit guides saying to Sagittarius on Monday? Oh, your spirit guides have messages for you, and they may send you synchronicities. What are these messages about? Hmm. You don't surround yourself with people who are complaining, Sag. Now, this says something about you complaining and moving in the energy of gratitude, but don't surround yourself, especially this week or Monday or whatever, with people who are moving in that energy, because it may actually, don't get sucked up into that. Yeah. And then cleanse is on the bottom, Sag. Cleanse and choices, like, yeah, you have the choice what you connect with. Wow. Okay, Sag. That was a very clear message, Sagittarius. So I hope you have the best day ever. Toodles.